It's strange how something so quiet can hurt louder than any words ever could. When someone chooses silence over honesty, it creates an emotional wound that feels impossible to describe. We replay their actions, their absence, their distance, trying to understand what happened, what changed, and what we did wrong. But here's the truth. Their silence isn't empty. It's full of meaning. One, silence hurts because it leaves your mind unfinished. When someone refuses to explain why they pulled away, your mind starts doing the explaining for them. And our mind doesn't choose gentle answers. It chooses the painful ones. Maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe they never cared. Maybe I imagined everything. Silence creates a space where your fears grow louder. Two, silence hurts because it takes away your ability to close the chapter. You can't heal what you don't understand. You can't move on from something that has no ending. Words give closure. Silence gives confusion. And confusion keeps you emotionally tied to someone who has already stepped away. That's why their silence feels like betrayal, even if they never meant to hurt you. Three, silence hurts because it makes you question your worth. When someone cares, they communicate. When someone respects you, they give clarity. When someone values you, they don't leave you guessing. So when a person gives only silence, your heart feels abandoned, even if your mind tries to stay strong. But listen closely. Their silence does not reflect your worth. It reflects their emotional capacity, or their lack of it. Some people avoid hard conversations because they don't know how to handle their own emotions, let alone yours. 4. Silence often means they are overwhelmed, not indifferent. People don't disappear because you meant nothing. Sometimes they disappear because you meant too much, because the connection triggered fears they weren't ready to face, because you touched parts of them they haven't healed yet. Silence can be fear, silence can be shame, silence can be emotional immaturity, silence can be inability to communicate. But the one thing silence is not is a sign that you are unworthy. 5. The deepest truth? Their silence says more than words ever could. It shows whether they are capable of real connection. It shows how they deal with discomfort. It shows whether they are someone who chooses courage or someone who chooses avoidance. Their silence is communication, just not the kind you deserved. And remember this, silence hurts so much because you are someone who feels deeply, because your heart is honest, because you show up with truth, connection, and intention. Their silence says nothing about your value, but it says everything about their readiness. If their silence broke you, it's only because your heart was open. And one day someone will meet that openness with clarity, not with distance.